27 June 2011. I just finished up my first day of filming the Vets with a Mission medical team in action here in Cambodia. It was a great day of taking care of people who have very limited medical care. We saw 462 patients. That's a lot of people to move through the system, but it's a large team with a variety of skills. Each patient begins in triage, where they are assessed and placed into a particular group based on symptoms, ranging from dental to optometry to general physical care. The dental team extracted numerous teeth, many of which have never felt a toothbrush. It's popular here for mothers to feed their babies bottles of sugar water, which quickly begins rotting the teeth of the infants, so it doesn't take long before even children need to have teeth yanked. The optometry portion of the team fitted a number of patients with eyeglasses. This simple act of giving someone a used pair of eyeglasses can be life-changing for someone who has not been able to see enough to read or who has seen nothing but blurry spots when looking at their grandchildren for many years. The general medical staff saw a wide variety of issues today in addition to the sore joints, chest pains, and trouble breathing. I filmed a beautiful young girl of 8 years today who has a large tumor spreading across her face. It distorted her nose and mouth, but not enough that she couldn't smile for the camera. There is not much that can be done for a situation like that in the field, so we were relieved to learn that she is scheduled to be flown to Japan for surgery that will change her life. My compassion for her situation grew even more when I met her father. He is blind in one eye and he wore a red bath towel over his shoulders. I didn't think much of the towel until I saw why he wore it, to help cover up the fact that he was missing both arms below the elbow. When I saw his condition, I asked through a translator about the cause of his injuries. In 1998, he was crawling on his hands and knees when he tripped a landmine. He lost both hands and forearms and one of his eyes in the explosion. The landmine situation along the Cambodia-Thai border is far from being solved. The property where we were working outside of An Long Wen is the home of a church, but the land was owned by Pol Pot until his death in 1998. An Long Wen was the last holdout of the Khmer Rouge, where they fought as militant insurgents from their loss of power in 1979 through Pol Pot's death. Many of the people the team served today are former soldiers for the Khmer Rouge. The church where we held the clinic has an elder who, before coming to faith in Christ, was a general under Pol Pot. He was responsible for the deployment of landmines in the area. He told a friend of mine that he was confident that his men had placed over 1 million landmines near the border with Thailand. That represents potentially 1 million landmine victims who won't be able to run their fingers through their little girl's hair, or they won't be able to walk or run with their children down the road. A few years ago, Dr. Sitan Lee was the keynote speaker at one of George W. Bush's national prayer breakfasts. He was 13 years old in 1976 when Pol Pot came to power and evicted the masses from the cities of Cambodia to forced labor and a more agrarian way of life. On day one of the power shift, Sitan was with a friend when they were approached by a young Khmer soldiers. Sitan's friend asked one of the soldiers why they were considered the enemy. After all, they were all Cambodian. The soldier didn't even respond. He simply pulled out his gun, pointed it at the head of Sitan's best friend, and pulled the trigger, killing him instantly. Sitan was forced to work as a slave to the Khmer Rouge for 4 years, and it was during this time that he called out to the Lord of the universe for help. He had grown up Buddhist, but he knew there was something more. So these are a few of the things I experienced today. A general is responsible for setting landmines that blow the arms off a man who today needs a pair of eyeglasses for his one remaining eye. This general is now an elder at the church where the victim of the landmine came to receive help. The Vets with a Mission team is there to love and serve anyone in need. Anyone. Free men, communists, Khmer soldiers, Khmer victims. This is the power of Christ, reconciling that which has been broken. Please show me anything else on earth that has that power.